Hello everyone, I'm Kathy Leone. Thanks for joining us on Suncoast FYI. I'm in for Nancy O'Neill this week. Behind me, we have artwork from two artists this week, Karen Zukowski and Steve Whitlock. Both are Sarasota artists, and you can find their work at the Made By Gallery at the Ringling College of Art and Design. Now today on Suncoast FYI, we're going to be sitting down with Ashley Sweeney, Marketing Coordinator of Bayside Pet Resort, Dean Burnside, President of Good News Pest Solutions, and Ella Lewis, Development Specialist with Suncoast Blood Bank. They're all coming up next, right here on Suncoast FYI. Hi everyone, I'm Kathy Leone. Welcome to Suncoast FYI. I'm in for Nancy O'Neill this week. Thanks so much for joining us. You don't want to keep yourself from going out and having fun just because you can't get someone to take care of your pets. Book yourself a room at a resort and at the same time book a room for your pets. Bayside Pet Resort and Spa is a luxury pet resort offering 5-star amenities to their canine and feline guests. Marketing Coordinator Ashley Sweeney joins us today to talk more about this pet-friendly resort. Hi, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Now this is, I actually drive by the Osprey site and I always wonder about it. It's beautiful outside facade, and we were talking earlier, and just wonderful things going on inside as well. Tell us about the resort.
Well, it's truly unique from anything that's around the area. I mean, it's built from the ground up with pets in mind, from every inch to every corner of the building. We offer a variety of suites for many different budgets, and we have some luxurious amenities to offer with all of them, whether you're choosing a 24/7 webcam in the suite, whether you'd like them to have their own personal private lanai, or whether you'd like them to just, do doggy daycare and play with their pals for the day. There's something for everybody.
We need to go back to the lanai part because this is amazing. Because I think, wow, I'd like to go somewhere and have a room with a lanai and whatnot. So this is for your pets, for your dog, for your cat as well, if you want.
Yeah, we have a private kitty room that's separate from our canine accommodations, so it allows them to have a more relaxed atmosphere and enjoy the same type of care that our dogs do, but privately.
Oh my goodness. How many facilities do you guys actually have?
We currently have 3 right now. We have 2 resort locations, one near the Sarasota airport and one down in Osprey. We also have a luxury day spa in University Park right at the corner of University and Honore.
It's so funny to think of a day spa, but this is just absolutely wonderful. We touched a little bit about this when we first started talking, but break it down for me. How again is this different from your actual? Well, first of all, you go daycare to boarding. So let's talk about the daycare aspect of it. What can those visiting you actually find during a typical day?
Well, each location is pretty unique in the way that they do it. Our University Park location is great for small dogs. They get a chance to have a private suite with an indoor area to play as well as an outdoor. It's fenced in, very secure, very luxurious. And both of our resort locations offer a full daycare program. They get a break from 12 to 1 so they can get some lunch and get some rest. Our Osprey location is unique in that it has an in-ground pool that's dogs only, specifically for them. It has a nice astroturf surrounding it, so it's unique and it's fun. It's fun for the dogs. It's great.
I mean, what if someone comes to you and says, I really would like to put my pet here, but I'm not sure if they're going to get along with the other animals. How do you guys, go with that?
Well, each of our suites are private and they're individualized for your pet or your family of pets. So if you've got 2 dogs, they're welcome to stay together. But if your dog is one that maybe doesn't enjoy the company of other dogs or maybe has some dog aggression, we have activity programs for them as well. They can get some one-on-one play with staff members, and some of our suites with the private lanai allows them that indoor-outdoor access without having to be bothered by a human.
So so then you do this temperament test. Do you work? So you do work on their. You could folks could ask you to actually help with their temperament, like a training kind of thing as well.
Sort of. It's doggy daycare is really good for social dogs to go and be social and learn those appropriate manners from other dogs that they can't otherwise get from their person. So it's a good way for them to go and explore the world and see it from their dog level without having to worry about their human, maybe saying no, or they have to continue on the walk. It's just sort of a good way for dogs to just be dogs.
That's wonderful. So I always think about daycare for dogs, but you guys take cats as well.
We do, yeah.
What's the population like? Is it 50-50, 65? What do you think you mostly have?
We definitely mostly have dogs, but we do see a good amount of our feline clients, especially for our business people who take long trips, or for older pets who are maybe medicine dependent or require a structured diet. It's a good place for them to be and get that individualized care.
It's fantastic. What would you tell a first-time client? What did they need to know going in?
I would certainly recommend checking out our website and seeing all the good resources. On there, it has our rabies and other vaccination requirements.
So up to date with that?
Yeah, for canines we require distemper, rabies, and bordetella, and for felines we require the feline rabies and feline distemper vaccinations.
Okay, do you guys offer, so this sounds wonderful. Say someone's interested now by just hearing this, can they take a tour? Do you offer tours?
Absolutely. Anytime during our business hours, anybody's welcome to come in and check out our facilities. And I would definitely recommend checking out our Facebook and our website and our YouTube pages. We have great information on there, from everything that a first daycare client might need to know to information about our grooming services. So there's a good wealth of information on there for sure.
That sounds wonderful. Okay, and then again, so kind of expanding on that, how can they get in touch with you?
Send an email, send a Facebook message, give us a call, stop in. We're available on many outlets, so we're always happy to hear people reach out to us so we can give them individualized information and make sure that we're giving them the information that they need for their specific pet.
That's fantastic. Okay, so 3 locations. How long have you guys been in the area? Have you been?
When did the other one?
For a while,
years?
though,
yeah. For 5 years now. The Sarasota one opened 5 years ago, shortly behind it, the University Park, and now the Osprey location just recently in December.
That's what I said. It's just, I drive by there, as I mentioned, as we started this conversation, quite frequently, and it's just beautiful to look at. Sounds more wonderful even inside. So, yeah, it sounds like everyone should go out and actually take advantage of this, take a tour, and check it out.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you for having us.
It's nice to talk to you today. All right, well, for a quick break, we're going to go for a quick break now, but when we come back, we turn from pets to pests. Good News Pest Control President Dean Burnside is here to talk about those pests he deals with every day, so stay with us. Welcome back, everyone. Good News Pest Solution prides itself in being one of the leaders in green pest management. Their pest control services include household pests, rodents, fleas, ticks, and more. And President of Good News Pest Solutions, Dean Burnside, is with us today to talk more about his business and his mission. Thank you so much for joining us.
Glad to be here. Thanks a lot.
And along with that, we should say, I know that Zika now is probably in your mission, correct?
Oh my. Yeah, you can't turn around without seeing the word Zika somewhere.
Probably number one. So you have a new protection program launch that you're going to talk about. Tell us all about it.
We do. Oh, thank you so much. Mosquito protection program, keyword protection. Right now, all you're hearing about is how we should kill all these mosquitoes. My goodness, they're spreading viruses. Zika's only one. They spread a whole lot more, but that's the hot ticket right now, especially in Florida, especially in Brazil at the Olympics and all that. But everybody wants to just kill the darn things,
Right, get them gone. Yeah.
Did you know that mosquitoes are actually the #2 pollinator of all insects?
Now, I only know because you told me about a minute ago before we got on air, but no, I had no idea that that was the case.
True story. True story. Google it. It's there. Pollinators, mosquitoes. They're the low pollinators. They don't fly higher than 12 feet. So they pollinate things, flowers, and plants that are low lying. That's why they like to bite your ankles. They like to fly low.
Okay. Yeah.
But bees and other things, pollinate the higher things because they can fly much higher. So mosquitoes have a purpose for being on the planet. God made them for a reason.
Right.
They're a food source for birds, bats. Everybody knows that bats eat a lot of mosquitoes.
Yeah.
And even fish can eat mosquitoes. So there's a purpose for them being here. But their natural food source is sugar. Did you also know that only the females bite people? Did you even know that?
No, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
So very interesting.
So when a guy and a gal mosquito are hanging out pollinating plants, suddenly they create a baby. She starts having babies to feed, and there are receptors that she has that turn from wanting sugar to wanting protein. She says, hey, I've got babies to feed. I better get some protein,
So
meaning
blood.
what? Blood.
Yeah.
She becomes a carnivore.
Wow.
She's a natural vegan. She loves fruit and sugar. So what this product does, it's called Garden Pack. We put it in your yard. It creates a no-bite zone because it emits CO2 to attract her to it. And then once she gets attracted to it, as soon as she gets close to it, it turns those receptors that want blood to feed her babies it
Like
reorients
she's a
her
dog. Wow.
into wanting sugar instead. She says, "Hey, I've got to feed my babies. I'm not going to not feed my babies,
Right.
but I can feed them sugar instead of blood."
Wow.
So instead of carnivore, we turned her back into a vegan. So that's what we say. We turn carnivores back into vegans with this amazing new technology that our industry doesn't even know about yet.
So you guys are the first to deal with this. You're going to be the first.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
We're the first company. We have an exclusive with the manufacturer at this time for this service area.
Local manufacturer, you said?
Local manufacturer
Which is-
has created this
Wow.
amazing. It's almost magic. It's hard to describe until you see it happen, but we've had many test sites, 100% effective.
Really?
It's all organic. All the materials are organic, all natural. It has no DEET in it at all. By the way, DEET is a problem.
Right.
People don't know about that as much as the CDC is saying, hey, spray yourself with DEET to protect yourself from mosquito bites. That'll solve your problem with maybe getting Zika. Well, there's some problems with DEET, and this product has none of that in it at all.
Wow. And you don't put it on yourself, which is great. You said you put it in the lawn, right?
Correct. There is a lotion, though, because we can create a no-bite zone in your yard.
Okay.
You're having some
Barbecue or
barbecue,
something.
some
Right.
friends over, you're going to walk the dog, you want to be out in your yard. It's a beautiful place we have here. But so that's safe. But then when you walk the dog past your yard, there is a lotion that also protects you
Okay.
from bites when you're not in your no-bite zone in your yard.
So I would imagine it'd be great for pregnant women because they really want to be extra vigilant. So not only your yard, but then you can put it on yourself. That's
Absolutely
fantastic.
There was a Zika panel just last night,
Right.
recently, that they hope to be put on, and a woman was concerned about her daughter, her daughter's getting married, but her other daughter, who lives out of the area, who is pregnant, has literally been told by her doctor not to come to the wedding. Don't go to your sister's wedding. You might get Zika and
Right.
hurt your child. Well, that's ridiculous. All
well-
I need is a no-bite zone around the wedding area, and come to Florida and have a great time at your sister's wedding.
Well, that's great. I mean, that's great that this product can do that because, and pregnant women are really very worried about this now because you just don't know. It's all new. It's,
Right.
yeah.
Well, the other thing they're talking about now, appropriating all this money to create a vaccine.
Yes.
Well, last night, the infectious disease doctor, Vilma, said that it will literally take 2 to 3 years to create a vaccine.
I know.
Well,
And
guess what? That's too late. We've got the problem. We've got the solution right now.
that's, that is fantastic.
Yeah.
So wonderful. Let me talk about your company for a second. How long have you guys been around the Suncoast?
1989,
Okay.
27 years
Wow.
this year. Yeah.
Fantastic.
And been all green since 2006. We've made a change in our strategy and have chosen products that have reduced risk, minimum risk, and some even pesticide exempt products to solve all of your pest problems. And we created that model 10 years ago. It's been very successful. We've been the green leader in the area since then. We've been voted Green
Fantastic.
Business of the Year many times. Best Pest Control Service, Reader's Choice this year.
Well, I said I knew your name before you came out here because of that. Yes. So
Right. So we've been
wonderful.
serving the area. We're mostly in Manatee, Sarasota, and Charlotte counties, but
Okay.
we're expanding that footprint over to DeSoto and up and down to Hillsborough and Fort Myers area as well.
Well, this new product should really help you with that
Absolutely.
one.
Absolutely.
If folks want to get in touch with you, how can they do that?
The best way to get information about this new protection program is nobitezones.com. We've set
Okay.
up a special website just for that product. We're advertising at nobitezones.com.
Okay.
Of course, you can call us locally as well.
All right. Well, Dean Burnside, thank you so much for joining us today. Wonderful,
you.
timely,
Yes.
topic here. So, and good luck with your new product.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, a big talker here on the Suncoast is the Zika virus. We'll talk with development specialist of the Suncoast Blood Bank, Ella Lewis, about the blood bank steps in helping our community stay safe. And we'll be right back. Thanks so much for staying with us. Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. The Suncoast Blood Bank helps people from Sarasota to Venice to Lakewood Ranch. Ella Lewis is the development specialist for Suncoast Blood Bank and is on the show today. Thanks so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Well, I should say we ended up our last segment with Zika, and that must
Yes.
be a big issue or topic
Yes.
for you guys as well right
Yes,
now. Are
it
folks
is a very big topic for us right now.
worried about this? Or
Yes, you know, we do hear some people talk about being worried, but we also hear others saying that they're not. And we're happy to say we're confident that the blood supply is safe, and we don't feel like folks have any reason to be concerned right now. And you know, we're taking every precaution we can. Starting August 8th, we began testing every unit of donated blood
Right.
for Zika, and we've had 0 donors come back positive, so that's fantastic.
So it's actually testing the blood, not the donor, so maybe not a donor screening as well. Maybe have you been to any of these countries? Or
Yes.
So, okay.
Prior to a couple weeks ago, August 8th, Suncoast Blood Bank was screening donors if they had been certain places within a
Right.
certain period of time they were ineligible to donate. We switched to testing all units once we saw the proliferation of cases down in South Florida. We
Right.
do have 2 questions on the test that can screen people out, but for the most part there's no travel restrictions, just the universal testing.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, let's talk about the mission of the blood. What is the mission of our blood bank here?
The mission of the blood bank here is to provide a reliable and safe supply of blood products to our community hospitals and health centers.
And we should say, we were talking earlier in the break that with the trauma center here now in
Yes.
Sarasota, that you actually probably have an increase in need for.
Absolutely. We're so blessed to have Sarasota Memorial Hospital designated as a trauma center. Gives us access to that essential health care that we need. But with that comes an increase in demand for
Yeah.
blood products in trauma situations. We also provide a lot of blood products for patients undergoing chemotherapy. So if someone's immune system's compromised and they're going through chemotherapy, they might need a blood transfusion to be able to continue with that treatment. That's what 50% of our products go for.
I know, that's what I asked you earlier, because I didn't know myself. I would typically think, I think normal person would think that maybe, oh yes, it's only needed for these critical accidents or whatnot, but I didn't realize also with the cancer, with
Yes,
chemo.
yes.
Yeah.
Additionally, just routine surgeries require anywhere
Really?
from 2 to 6 units of blood sometimes. So a
didn't
knee
even
replacement, a hip replacement, they need blood.
Are
Yep.
there different times of the year where you're more in a critical need? You find a
Yes.
shortage?
Yes. The summer
slower
tends to
time?
be
Summer.
Yes,
Okay.
the summer does tend to be a slower time for us.
Slower.
A lot of our reliable donors are people that come and go during different seasons, so
Snowbirds,
they
okay.
might not be here during the summer months. We also get 25% of our blood donations from high school students.
Really?
Yes, we do, which is
Okay.
interesting. And when they're out of school, we don't have blood drives for them. So the summer is a
Yeah.
tough time. But we're almost through. We've made it through okay, but we always are looking for donors.
Right, right. Okay, so then how can folks, where are your locations? Do you have mobile units as well?
Absolutely. We have 5 fixed sites. Our main site is on Mound Street in downtown Sarasota. We also have one in Bayshore Gardens and Lakewood Ranch, also out in Arcadia and down south in Venice at Burbay Plaza. So we have those 5 fixed site locations, but we also have mobiles that go throughout the community 7 days a week. So on our website, we always have an updated schedule of where those units will be. It's at scbb.org.
Okay, and then let me ask you this, and I just was wondering myself, for people, because you don't only donate blood, platelets as well,
Yes,
correct?
correct.
When you go to one of the mobile sites, can you collect platelets there as well? You only one of these fixed sites?
We have a particular platelet bus.
Okay.
So if you're looking to make a special donation like platelets, or some people like to donate a double, you might want to go ahead and make an appointment to make sure you're going to the right place.
Okay.
But you don't have to have an appointment. You can make appointments. I make appointments to go downstairs to donate, but you don't have to make an appointment. Yeah.
Now, we used to do stories, and we do from time to time. People still reach some sort of certain level, right?
Oh, yeah.
What are they?
They're gallon levels. Yeah, and it's amazing to see people who donate
Right.
well into their life, throughout their life, and it's something that's really admirable, and I think something that you don't necessarily even realize how important it is until you really realize it.
Right,
You can't make blood. You can
Yeah.
only get it from another human. So
Yeah. That's amazing, and people who do that it's just so wonderful, so
Yes,
giving.
it is.
But then I'm sure there are other folks that say, "Oh, I'm afraid of needles. I'm afraid to give blood." There's other ways that they can help, though, right?
Absolutely, there are other ways that people can help. A lot of people aren't eligible to donate, or maybe they're worried they're going to pass out, or they're scared. So what you can do is you can recruit someone to donate for you.
Well, that's easy enough.
Maybe
yeah.
a coworker or your spouse or a family member. You can also come volunteer at one of our blood drives. We always
that's
use
great.
volunteers for a variety of different things, and we are a registered nonprofit organization, and financial contributions help.
Donation.
We operate on a razor-thin margin, and financial support is important for us.
Oh, well, so yeah, wonderful ways to also help. Some of them I didn't think of, so that's wonderful. So
Yes.
everyone can get involved.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's a great community thing to do,
Yes.
an organization that we need to support. Folks want to get to you. How do they get to you?
Our website.
Yeah.
Our website is a great resource, scbb.org, Suncoast Blood Bank. And you can also visit our Facebook page. We try to post a lot of content on there to keep folks motivated and engaged with our organization.
And one more, I know we're somewhat running out of time, but for folks again, because Zika is in their forefront, blood supply. If you wanted to tell folks at home what to know about it, it's safe, correct?
It's safe. Yeah, it is safe, and it is safe to donate. You are not at risk for contracting Zika by donating blood. You're not at risk for contracting Zika through a blood donation because we're making sure that blood supply is safe. That's our number one priority.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us
No problem.
today.
Thanks for having me.
Right. Well, we'll be right back with Suncoast FYI after a quick break, so don't go far. Well, thanks for joining us on Suncoast FYI. If you're interested in promoting your business or community event with us, please call our sales department at 361-4239. I'm Kathy Leone, and we'll see you next Friday on Suncoast FYI.